Pitchers find the perfect release point in this game we call half circles. The first pitcher in line enters the circle with a softball. You set up behind the plate as catcher as they get into their set position. Here's how it looks. When they're ready, the pitcher raises their arms over their head. Then, without striding, they deliver the pitch by moving their arm in a half circle. After 10 throws, they go to the back of the line and the next pitcher is up. Players love to compete, and some healthy competition between pitchers can elevate the whole staff.
Beautiful.
So have them keep track of and compare how many strikes they throw. Some softball pitchers straighten their arms in an effort to generate more velocity, but remind them the quickest way to a better fastball is to unlock their elbow. After all, a stick produces less speed than a whip. Pitchers make their delivery endlessly repeatable in this game we call Circle Up. The first pitcher in line enters the circle with a softball. You set up behind the plate as catcher as they get into their set position. Here's how it looks. When they're ready, the pitcher rotates their arm in a circle 3 times before delivering a pitch without striding. After 10 throws, they go to the back of the line and the next pitcher is up. Players love to compete, and some healthy competition between pitchers can elevate the whole staff. So have them keep track of and compare how many strikes they throw.
Perfect.
Pitchers should maintain a strong core and good posture during their arm rotations. Remind them to keep their arms straight on target the entire time, even after the follow-through. They should keep it moving up and straight, like this. Aces put more speed on their pitches in this game we call Make It Snappy. The first pitcher in line stands about 15 feet away from the plate as you or another player sets up as catcher. Here's how it looks. The pitcher rests their hand with the ball down by their side. When they're ready, they snap the ball into your glove, using only their fingers and wrists, without letting their elbow pass their torso. After 10 snaps, the next pitcher in line rotates in. Players love to compete, and some healthy competition between pitchers can elevate the whole staff. So have them keep track of and compare how many snaps they throw on target.
Perfect.
A strong wrist snap at the end of a delivery may seem like a small detail, but it makes a big difference when pitching, helping pitchers improve their control, adding both velocity and movement to their throws. Pitchers pepper the strike zone from near and far in this game we call Go the Distance. Create a line between home plate and the pitcher's circle by evenly spacing 3 cones on the ground, starting 10 feet from the plate. Here's how it looks. The pitcher begins at the cone closest to home and gets into set position, hands together and feet spread, as you or another player sets up as catcher. Then, using only the arm circle portion of their delivery, they throw the ball to you. Once they throw 3 strikes, they move back a cone, repeating the process until they reach the pitching rubber. Then, they throw 3 strikes using their full windup and delivery before the next pitcher is up. This is a fun and effective way to get the arm loose before a game or practice. It's also a great way for pitchers to hone in on their proper release point. It should always be the same, regardless of which cone they throw from. Remember, when it comes to pitching mechanics, consistency is key. Pitchers dial in on accuracy and control in this game we call In the Zone. Send the first pitcher to the mound with a ball as you set up behind the plate. Here's how it looks. On your call, they pitch the ball to you, using about 60% of the effort that they would in the actual game. Here, we're going for control over power. Challenge them to throw 10 strikes before they throw 4 balls.
Perfect.
As they get the hang of it, they can increase their effort as you up the target number of strikes and lower the number of balls. Proper pitching form requires repetition and attention to detail. Here, we're slowing things down so players can dial in on their mechanics, gripping the ball with their fingers resting on the seam, unlocking their elbow, and releasing at waist height. Just like that. Pitchers refine their accuracy and sharpen their control in this classic called the bullpen. The first pitcher steps into the circle with the ball as you or another player sets up as catcher. Here's how it looks. When they're ready, the pitcher winds up and smoothly delivers the softball to home plate. They should throw each of the pitches they'll use in the actual game multiple times, ramping up their velocity with each rep. Start off with fastballs. Next come changeups, so they can get comfortable using a different grip. The bullpen is also a great chance to develop control within the strike zone.
Woo! Perfect.
Challenge players to throw pitches to each of the 4 corners of the zone: up and away, down and away, up and in, and down and in.
Beautiful.
After 20 pitches, the next pitcher rotates in. Players love to compete, and some healthy competition between pitchers can elevate the whole staff. So have them keep track of and compare how many strikes they throw. When it comes to pitching, small details can make a big difference. Remind players to focus on their arm position while throwing. They should keep their wrist aligned with their arm and avoid flexing up or down or twisting to the side. Good pitching comes from lots of repetition, so we want them to be throwing as safely and sustainably as possible. Just like that.
Perfect.